Good morning, soul family. How are you today? It is a little bit breezy. Beautiful, beautiful blue sky. Not a cloud. Not a cloud. So there's no real disturbance out there. There's a little bit of tousled up wind, so energy changes. A little bit of emotional waters toppled. Song is talking right now about somebody who is wanting things to slow down and having a difficult time speaking those three words. Those three words, I love you, are said not enough and they're said too much. Would you lie with me? If I just lay here, would you lie with me? Just forget the world. Somebody just wants to pull away from the stress and the drama and just be in a space of peace, which is beautiful. It's kind of the message that we were getting yesterday, isn't it? That, sometimes we don't necessarily need to give somebody the answers. We just need to be there for them, like a port in a storm, or just let them know they're loved. All right, so who shall we work with today? Yesterday was so much fun. It was so much fun. I'm going to turn the radio off. That was all. I think that's what I'm doing lately, is just kind of like getting a theme by what I hear. In a song, and then it's got to go away because it gets in my way. It's too much noise, and that's what's going on, actually, is what I'm feeling, is there's just too much outside noise and disturbance, and there's the real need to withdraw right now. There's a real need to just relax in a place where you feel safe, where you feel loved, where you feel comfortable. I dreamed last night awful dreams. I woke up feeling so grateful that I am living in the United States and that I am a Canadian. I'm not going to disparage other cultures because, nobody can help where they were born and nobody can help, and sometimes maybe that's the life they want. But I watched, to me, they appeared as Middle Eastern people, and I'm putting some sweetness in this whole game here. And it was basically men that were in control of women's lives, and the women have no control, and it was awful. It was somebody had a big house and they were trying to, I guess everywhere they went, things were leaking and there was damage, water damage. So it's like emotional damage that's been done, and they felt like, if I was to look at the dream, I felt like I was in a third world country, and I felt like I didn't feel like I was in a third world country. I got to tell you the truth. I felt like I was in Egypt. And the men were in control of the women, and the women had no say, and they were traded off, and it was awful. And so it may be that somebody feels like because of their cultural upbringing, they have no choice. And that's what it felt like, that they had no choices in their life as far as who they chose for a romantic partner. And we all know I'm not going to go for that story because, sorry, I'm awake. Let's look here and see. So it was really sad for me, and it made me sad because I felt like whoever it wasn't taking control of their life. They were an absolute full-on adult, and other men were in control of their lives. It could be a job situation that you're in, but, we've been told, our readings, if we're paying any attention at all to our readings, we need to take control of our own lives and trust in spirit that when we make the choices that are happiest, that when we're following our soul's path, that spirit will make the way for us, because they will. We just have to trust it. Okay, crystal angels and wisdom of Avalon. I guess we're going to, because I'm thinking about a knight in shining armor. Forget the knight. Let's think about the dragons that are going to come and going to blow down all this bullshit. How about that? Yeah. All right. Sometimes a knight in shining armor is a woman. Okay, so the first one, I guess, is wisdom of Avalon. Wisdom of Avalon. Yesterday when I went up to the mountains, it was so much fun. I stopped at my crystal shop up there, and it's called Sacred Soul Creations. I always forget when I do my reading, but I'll show you what I got. I tried to show you on last night's weekly reading, and it didn't show up. And I love having power bracelets, but my bracelets are quite heavy. So I got these small ones. And I did get one larger one. The one that you see here is the chakra bracelet that's next to my mom's. Why is that not clear? Come on. There we go. And it's got a carrier. Inside, there is a piece of lava stone, and you put essential oil on it. And I've got Triumph in mine. It's a blend that was my mother's. And the second one in from my arm, my mom's chakra bracelet is first, and then we have carnelian. Then we skip over the chakra bracelet that's filled with, well, we've got amethyst, sodalite, angelite, aventurine, yellow citrine, red jasper, and carnelian. And then, of course, lava stone for grounding. There's a lot of grounding in this. Then we have agate, which is for grounding. Then we have hematite, which is for grounding. What do you think I need? Because you know what? I'm so in my head. I'm so spiritually connected, and I'm so into my dreams that I need to stay grounded. I need to, realize that stay here and now, rooted down. The next one, of course, is Dalmatian jasper. That was for my twin. And then on this side, and I wear it because I wasn't gonna get it, but I went to it right away, and then I let it go, and I kept going back to it. So I realized that the message was that I'm supposed to carry it for him. Okay, so then on this side, we have, starting at the front, we have labradorite. Then we have, of course, my rainbow. And I told you guys yesterday that one of the stones, I don't know if it was in the reading before I went up to Idlewild or when I was in Idlewild, but I called it rainbow jasper. This is rainbow quartz. That's what we need, rainbow quartz. Then I have my own fluorite that I had. Then I have rhodonite, which is the love stone. And then I have, of course, my own, I've got so many, hold on a second. I'm telling you all these things because when we layer them, we get all the properties of them. They're pretty, right? I'm a hippie, I'm a bohemian. I've got my, you are the love of my life, babe. That's us. So that's always with me. And I found this in my, I've known about it for a very long time. It was a soulmate of mine when I was in high school, gave it to me. And I put it away because he gave it to me, but he's a friend. And he reminds me a lot of my twin. And it's kind of like a connection, like a best friend. And it's actually Saint Christopher, but it's and Saint Christopher is the patron saint of travel. But for me, I feel like it's Archangel Michael or Archangel Raphael. I think it's Archangel Raphael in all reality, because Archangel Raphael is also the archangel for travel, and it helps you move over your emotional waters. And then, of course, next to it is best friends. So everything I wear, my moonstone, I don't have my other rings on yet. Everything I wear is for my own personal healing, and also for the healing of the ones that I love, that I'm connected to. Because whatever my intention is and whatever I take in affects the ones that I am connected to. So that's why I wear the Dalmatian jasper for my twin. Whatever he's doing in his life is fine, but energetically I can help him, right? Just because he lives his life and I live mine doesn't mean I can't be of service in some way. All right, so Wisdom of Avalon. I love this deck. It's one of my oldest decks. I haven't used it recently, actually for quite some time. I like it a lot. I used to love it a lot. It's got a golden chalice and the new moon symbol on the front. So when you come forward with the Ace of Cups, that's the greatest love. That's the best offer. And the new moons, and maybe that's why I'm needing to look at it on the new moon. Wish upon a star for the greatest love, right? And it's wrapped in emeralds or whatever green healing stone you want it to be, but it's the heart chakra. And down here at the bottom, it's got a little chain with the rose quartz, which is the greatest love stone of all. And then, of course, all of the blue is Archangel Michael, and also the color of speech. Also, to me, I see the dark and the light. So that's the duality of the dark and the light, which we all need. I love this. Okay. What is our overall theme? What is our overall theme? That was very clear. Creation. All right, that works for me. I like that. I like that a lot. So we see the spider. And it's speaking about creative projects. And that's actually why I went up to the crystal store yesterday, was to pick out a crystal that I'm making a crystal cluster for someone. Unfortunately, the other crystals that I needed, they didn't have, so I'm going to have to go to another place in the middle of the week when it opens to get that. But this is talking about create. So I'm just saying that because she's probably like, did you get it? Did you make it? As she's listening to this. I haven't been able to make it because I don't have all the pieces. So it's telling you that, right? Maybe that's a message for you. You know, you're trying to create something, but you don't have all the pieces together yet. So be patient. You'll get what you need. You look at the spider represents abundance, and because you look at it as it looks like the figure 8, which is abundance, the infinity symbol. It's an endless flow of abundance of whatever you need, whatever thoughts, ideas, creative energy, support, and we're talking about physical, emotional, spiritual material. You have an abundant flow coming to you with spirit, because that is the number 8. Now I'm being drawn to the number 15. So we're gonna, with the number 1, it would be, keeping your thoughts positive, and the number 5 is about changes that are happening. So as you go through the changes in your life, that spirit wants you to stay positive, because your optimistic thoughts help you manifest the best outcomes with respect to these changes, clearly. So if you're having difficulty right now, if you don't have all the pieces of your puzzle together, if you can't see how things are working out, keep your thoughts positive. When I woke up this morning after that dream, I didn't even want to write it down. I didn't want to stay in that dream. I thought, nope. I'm not holding on to your negative energy. Whoever it was, might have been connecting with one of my clients, and I chose to step out of it. And whoever I was connecting with at this moment, I didn't want to carry that energy. It was negative. It felt to me though someone was giving up the control, their control. It felt like someone else was controlling their life. So to me, it was about taking back my own personal power. So whatever the story was for these people in this, it's not going to be my story. My story was I didn't like it. So you wake up with something like that in your mind, and what comes to me is, Father, please fill me with unconditional love at this moment. Father, please fill me with a sense of peace and calm and serenity. Father, fill me with a courageous strength. And then I started to affirm to myself, I am capable, I am abundant, I am prosperous, I am loving, I am lovable, I am deserving, I am worthy, I am happy. And I went on and on and on. I have the perfect ideas come to me at the perfect time. I'm able to discern the messages that are for me and separate the messages that are for others. I'm able to understand how these messages apply in my life and what I'm supposed to do about it. I'm able to release any negative energy that comes to me like water off a duck's back. I draw to me positive, loving, inspiring, happy people and energy and situations. As I speak to you right now, my solar plexus is spinning. That's why positive affirmations are so important. They're incredibly powerful. When I went to the crystal shops, Sacred Soul Creations, and I went to look for black tourmaline for grounding and protection, right? This is one of the stones this person was asking for. And I was drawn immediately to fluorite, which I have a small fluorite bracelet, but for some reason it was popping into my head. And so then, of course, I start looking at all the other crystals, and I was drawn over to the small ones. And I chose in my mind what I felt that I was drawn to. And there's a woman there that works at my other Soulscape? No, not Soulscape. Lady of the Lake. She's somebody that I work with all the time, that I deal with. She's very, very connected and knows her crystals like the back of her hand, and she's very, very connected to her guides. And I often run ideas through her. And she was up there visiting up in Idlewild. And I said, hey, what are you doing here? She was not there by mistake for me, that's for sure. So I said to her, what do you see for my bracelet? And she picked out immediately what I was looking for. So my higher self knew what I needed. I got confirmation. I grabbed it, right? Pay attention to ideas that come to you like that. Thoughts in your head. If you want to have confirmation, ask for confirmation from spirit or for someone else. But pay attention, because you are psychically hearing right now what you need to hear. Now, what's interesting to me is fluorite, it's a protective crystal on a psychic level. So this is to help you discern when outside influences are coming at you, and it shuts off any psychic manipulation. So for me, remember I kept saying I was drawn to the fluorite. Well, look at that dream that I watched last night. That was not my life. That was somebody coming in. And I spoke to my friend Sandy this morning, and I said, she was telling me about her dreams. We talk about our dreams every morning. And I said, I don't like my dreams. It was this. I didn't even write it down. And she goes, maybe it was one of your clients. And I said, I'm sure it was. So that was my ability to shut off. I knew immediately yesterday I was going to be needing fluorite. It was important for me because I don't want that. It cleanses and stabilizes your aura. And I said to the Father as I lay there this morning, and I said, I need to check my aura, my auric field. And I asked Archangel Metatron to do a sweep and Archangel Michael to do a sweep of my auric field. And I said, are there any tears in my auric field? Because I feel there must be. I'd like you to stitch them up and heal them. And this is what fluorite helps you do. It helps you, of course. Also, it's really good for electromagnetic stress or computer issues. So anyway, it's just basically it draws off negative energies and stress of all kinds, and it cleanses and purifies. So I knew that was something that my higher self told me that I needed. So pay attention to this. It helps you. With you as far as creativity. This little spider is working very hard. You've got a creative project. Now notice the hairs. I'm being drawn to the hairs on the spider's legs. The hair on your head is also a psychic antennae. That's why you often see spiritual people have very long hair. Samson in the Bible lost his strength when Delilah cut his hair off. That was his psychic antenna. That was his power. So if you have you get a warning, or you get you get the hairs on your arms will stand up. That's a message to you. So pay attention when that happens to you. You're getting a hit on something. Pay attention when your body reacts. Right now, Spirit's saying that there is something inside of you that wants to come out. That's a way for you to express yourself. Do you need to write? It may just be that you need to write to somebody a message. You need to think about communicating something. It may be that you are not very good at communicating your words, so you need to draw something or paint a picture. Or maybe you just need to get that out. There's just something inside of you that needs to be expressed right now. It's a way, as I said before, for meditation, it's self-reflection, to see what colors you're drawn to. What is it that your automatic writing comes to mind? If you sit down with a pen and paper, or a pencil and paper, preferably, and just clear your mind, take a few cleansing breaths, and then just allow your hand to move over the paper. What comes from your mind? What does your mind want to show you? Let it show you. So you could even say, what is my blockage? What is it that's blocking me right now? And then see what your hand draws. Or what is it, higher self, you want to say to me? And then just let your hand go. Automatic writing is an amazing way, and automatic drawing is an amazing way to speak with your higher self in spirit. Also, as I said, the colors. There's certain colors that you're drawn to. Why am I drawn to those colors? If you're using colored pencils, pay attention to the colors that you choose to wear. Today, I chose pink, and I have my pink rose quartz, but it's a pale pink. It's a soft, loving, nurturing, huggable pink, right? It's not brassy, bold in your face pink. It's very, very gentle, nurturing, loving. So today I want that loving energy around myself, and I want to send that energy out. I want others to feel that energy coming from me. Oh, look, watching a beautiful, beautiful flight right now. Can you see it? There it is. White crane. It's a big one. Taking flight. Okay, so the crane, of course, the heron, the white crane, the heron, they're all the same family. We are the spiritual ones, the weird ones, the wild ones, the eclectic ones, the different ones, the introspective ones, the ones that are kind of loners, dance to our own beat. That one's going high, and it's resting right on top of a palm tree, very, very high. So maybe you need to go up into spirit to get to some perspective. You need to go to get a clearer perspective of what's going on. So today it's about being quiet. That's why I'm wearing gentle colors. This is an introspective day. This is looking at things from a higher perspective. This is stepping away from the crowd. Maybe in order for you to get your creative projects cleared, you as I do, need to step away from the noise. I'm speaking even quieter today. You notice that? Slowly. I'm speaking slowly for me. Everything is very slow and gentle and peaceful. This energy is needed. I feel as though almost like I'm unable to speak. My mouth is slowing down so much, I think somebody can't get the words out. So they need to relax. Just relax. Just breathe. I'm literally having difficulty speaking right now. So let's work on that, okay? Let's work on that. Somebody's having a difficult time. That was a song that we got. Somebody wants to say, I love you, but I don't know how to tell you. I don't know how to get the words out. Why don't you know how to get the words out? Are you thinking of what to say? Are you trying to create a situation? Don't try to manipulate anything. You don't have to be different than anyone else. I mean, you don't have to be the same as anyone else. You can be unique and different. That's why the white crane made itself visible right now. And that white crane is on top of that palm tree. It flew up high. It flew up the hill to a tall house, first of all, and then to the top of that palm tree. This is a big crane standing in the top of that tree. So this is definitely somebody who has the ability. Now listen to my voice change. This one is stepping into their higher power. That's what you need to do. I am capable of doing anything I set my mind to. I can do anything I want. I am able to do that. I am able to be heard and understood. I'm able to formulate the right words. My creative projects come to me at the right time. The ideas come to me at the right time. When I'm meant to speak, I will speak. And I will speak with truth. I will speak with honesty, and I will speak with love. And I will be heard when I speak. Because what am I doing right now? I'm creating my day. I'm creating my future by the words that I speak. Your words are powerful. So Spirit is telling you it's time for you to be aware of the responsibilities that you have in creating your life. Is there an issue that you need to rethink? Are you supposed to maybe just use the artistic side of you, your inner artist, to find a solution like I just did? How can I create a better, more productive, loving experience for myself and others? Well, by doing what I just said, right? Do something like that. I am very different. It's okay that I'm different. It's actually really fantastic that I am so different and unique. It makes me one of a kind. There's no one like me. I'm like a fine diamond. I'm like a snowflake. I'm amazing. And I will be loved for who I am by the people that are meant to be in my life. I don't have to change to impress anyone. I don't have to do what anyone else tells me to do. I just follow my own soul's path, and I know what my soul's path is because it feels good. It calms me. When I'm nervous, I'm not following my soul's path. When my stomach's in a knot, my ego mind is taking control. I need to fly up to the top of the palm tree and sit up there in the divine masculine, in the sun, let it shine down upon my brightness and my beauty and my truth, so I can actually see things from a higher perspective and look at myself reflected in the emotional waters below me in this lake and see, wow, you are a very beautiful spiritual being. You shine bright. You are a light to others. I need to allow my light to be seen. I need to allow my light to shine. I allow myself to be a beacon to others so others can follow my example. And how can I do this? Because I'm going to step out of my ego, fear, worry, and doubt, and I'm going to pay attention to my highest self. So, if something doesn't make you happy, what is it that's not making me happy? Change it. First of all, change your thoughts about being limited, like in that dream. Other people aren't going to be taking control of my life. If I'm in a place where I feel like this is happening, I'm going to remove myself. If I am in a situation where I'm working and I have to work with these people, I'm going to separate myself emotionally, energetically, by putting a shield of protection around me. A rainbow titanium shield. Rainbow titanium. This is what I'm going to put around me, because the rainbow is a promise of good things after a storm. And I might be in a mental storm. I might be in an emotional storm. I might be in a real shit storm right now, but that rainbow tells me everything's going to turn out. And this is a shield of protection because titanium, this is hematite and rainbow amethyst mixed titanium. This is the most protective shield. Nothing's going to get through me. Look at all the colors of the rainbow that I hold upon me. So I'm going to put this shield around me, and it reflects beautiful bright lights and colors. So I send off a beautiful aurora borealis of positive energy. And look at the main color. Hot pink, love, power. This is beautiful. This is what I'll put around me. So I don't have to worry about who's around me or what they're saying or what they're doing. I'm inside that shield. And inside, I'm going to fill myself with the most beautiful rose quartz, the most powerful love stone of all. Because I'm surrounding myself with this. I need this love. I'm creating a protective shield around me. That's what I'm doing right now, with whatever situation I'm in. So whether you feel artistic or not, it makes no matter, because artistic is just different ways of expressing yourself. So we all have an artistic imagination. You can imagine yourself doing anything, right? So use your imagination in the best way, because that's how we create we're co-creators with the divine. So what are you building? What are you creating? I have chosen my day to be peaceful, loving, introspective, helpful. I said I'm going to reach people today at my work, and I'm going to have the right answers. I'm going to give them the answers that they need because I'm going to hear spirit. The answers are going to come easy. My work is going to be peaceful and loving and calm. It's going to sound very consistent and very, I don't make mistakes because I listen to my higher self. I will tell myself this. I don't make mistakes because I listen to the guidance that comes to me. I trust it and I follow it. And if someone doesn't like what comes from me, I allow that. That's fine. That's fine. But I'm not making a mistake. And so my work will be peaceful. It will be enjoyable. It won't be stressful for me because I'm doing the best that I can, working to the best of my abilities, following the guidance that I get. So don't just sit there, Spirit says. Create your day. How would you like your day to be? It's still early in the day. Even if you're on the East Coast, it's only just after lunchtime, right? Or maybe it's before lunchtime where you are. So maybe on your, we get breaks during the day. Take a sun break. Go sit in the window. Separate away from the gossip, from the water bottle where everybody sits. They're all around the coffee pot and gossip. Stay away from that. And find yourself creating the rest of your day the way you wish it to be. Next message. Death. Interesting colors that I have in front of death. Okay, death is always positive because the death of the old means there's a new beginning starting. And look at my this is ocean jasper, and it looks very much like the colors there, doesn't it? So, and here we are at the beach. Ocean jasper. The stones are right in front of us. So death, there's been a death of some sort, an ending, or there is an impending ending of something, a part of your life that you are deciding that you don't wish to carry on. This is now over and you're moving forward. Whatever it is, it's a total change. Attitude, belief system. I don't know what it is for you. It could be an end of a job. It could be you're leaving the city, moving to another place. You're changing careers. You're changing relationships. You're ending a relationship. It could just be that you have awakened further, so that there's a death of an old aspect of your life that you have realized is no longer working for you. It can be the death of a negative habit. I stopped smoking. It was the best thing in the world. I stopped drinking. I stopped associating with these toxic people. It was the death of that choice. The bad choices and that was the ending of that. It was wonderful. Remember, when something dies, there's always something reborn. When a door shuts, another opens. So this is the phoenix rising, right? This is beautiful. It could be we're in wintertime. That's the death of the old things dying off, making room for the new spring life to come forward. My Uncle Phil in Wisconsin, they get snow till June sometimes. They're having flowers budding through the ground. There's spring coming through. So all you know about this is something is ending. And sometimes it's sad, sometimes it's you find yourself worried, but it's something that needs to happen. So ask your Father, fill me with courage to move forward from this position that I'm in. Surrender to the end of whatever this is, the death of this. Surrender to this and allow the new to come forward into your life. Because I think about the vultures, the California condors. We have so many of them around. When an animal dies, they come and they clean up the carcass. They come and they eat it. So the death of something feeds another. And it's like fertilizer to the ground. It's like you put manure down on your crops in your fields. People that have I had perennial gardens in Canada, and I had the most rich soil because I was constantly fertilizing it. So the death of something else makes room for something else beautiful. It's always a positive. Don't be afraid of it. Don't be afraid of something ending. Allow the ending to happen so that the new beginning can come forward, because look at this. The death of this brings about new growth, new beginning, and beautiful, loving energy. The dragonflies are telling you to flow over your emotional waters with ease. See how low flying they are? Rest upon the beautiful crystals. This is a river of crystals, the crystals of life. Rest upon things. Take a breath. Soft. This is another message. I'm wearing soft pink today. Maybe something's been very challenging for you. You've been through a really, really difficult time and you need to heal. You need to surround yourself in peaceful, loving energy. Stay away from anything that's toxic and harsh, and go to where there's love and peace and acceptance. And if that means that you need to do what that white crane did and fly up to the mountain, when the great wave comes, go to the mountain, right? Here you are, flying up to the mountain and resting in meditation, in spirit. If you need to isolate yourself for a while to give yourself some healing after going through a difficult time, do that. It's very important. I love my crystal creations. I really love these ones. These are clearly my favorites right now. Isn't it funny that they're the simplest ones? They're my favorites. And the little titanium one, and it sits on this crystal charger, this natural crystal charger. I got some more yesterday when I was up in the mountains. Oh, I just grabbed a few, but I was